What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Front Club, where we discuss all things Tesla. It's your boy Los here, and in today's video, we're going to go ahead and revisit the blind spot monitoring system from our friends over at TesStudios, because they've gone ahead and enhanced this product and released a version 2. So we're going to go ahead and unbox it. I'm going to walk you through the install process once again in case you haven't seen our previous video, and then I'll go over all the enhancements and changes that they've made to this already great product. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's see what we got. So this is what comes in the box, guys. You don't have a whole lot. There's really not a whole lot to it. Of course, you have your blind spot monitors, which, as you can see here, are very minimalistic. These are going to fit right inside of our dash. I'll show you guys that in a second once we get into our install. But very minimalistic, which goes right in line with the full Tesla interior design. Then you have your harnesses, which are really plug and play, and the module that makes it all work. And of course, they've included a nice pry tool, because this is really all we're going to need to install this product. Honestly, guys, as you can see, there's not a whole lot to it, which is what makes it so simple to install. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, now the first thing you're going to want to do, guys, is take this panel out right here. So we'll go ahead and grab the pry tool that they included and just gently go ahead and just pry it out. It is held with clips, as you can see, which makes it super simple. And then we're going to go ahead and do that on the other side as well. For this side, I tend to like to open the glove box. When you do that, it does make it simpler for you to be able to get a little grip. See, now we can actually just, with our hand, pull on this side. And you might not even need a pry tool, but it is held with clips. So just get on underneath there, and it should just pop them out. Like I said, just be gentle with it. And there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and remove this. And like I said, guys, you don't have to remove it all the way, just enough that we can run our wires. One thing to be aware of, though, is that some models do have a little hex screw right here. My model, as you can see, it does not have that. It's simply just clipped in, which makes it super easy. But take a look at that before you start yanking on yours. If there is a hex screw right here, you're going to go ahead and need to remove that. Now what we're going to go ahead and do, like I said, is you're going to softly yank up. It should bring the clips out. And then I'm going to pull it out just like this. I don't need to take the whole thing out, because I just want to have enough room to run my cables. So now that we've gone ahead and done that, we'll go ahead and grab our blind spot monitors and run those. Now, one thing you want to be aware of, guys, with these blind spot monitors is that you have one that is a little bit shorter, or much shorter than the other. The longer one is the one that's going to be on your driver's side. And of course, the shorter one is going to be the one that's going to be on your passenger side. So let's go ahead and run these. Move this here a little bit. And like I said, the short one goes on this side. And what you want to do is any excess wire, guys, just drop it to the bottom here, because we're going to tuck it in here on this side once that time comes. And you are going to have some excess wire. So just make sure that all that gets tucked in. And we're going to leave this blind spot monitor here on this corner, and the other one, as you already saw, on the driver's side. And then lift this up here a little bit and just tuck it in below. Once it's tucked in below, guys, you can go ahead and snap this all back in place. And as you're going to see, they're going to fit right here perfectly on the side. Now, once you have it the way you want it, guys, you can start going ahead and snapping this back in. And you'll notice that it just snaps right back into place really simply. And then these, you're going to tuck in kind of how you want them. I'm going to angle this one, of course, to the driver's side a little bit, since it's on the passenger side, so I can easily see it. And then you can do the same on that side once you go ahead and tuck it in. And of course, all this excess cable, this is going to end up back here when we go ahead and wire everything up, so don't worry about this. We're going to get back to that in just a moment. Once you have it installed, this is what your passenger side should look like. And of course, your driver's side, I have it more a little bit straightforward, because I'm going to be sitting right in front of it. So we'll go ahead and grab our panel and just snap this back in place here. All right, guys, so now that we've gone ahead and finished up on the driver's side and we've closed that side all up, Now we need to finish wiring our blind spot monitoring system. And in order to do that, we need to get access to a couple plugs that are down here in the footwell. So we're gonna need to remove this plastic piece here, this plastic molding piece, of course our footwell, and of course this entire door seal weather stripping that you see here. So let's go ahead and start with that. We'll remove this, and of course it should all easily just pull out, guys. Set it to the side here. You don't need to pull all of it out. These are held by clips, so again, we just need to just pull out on it. This is tucked in, so you pull out from the top, pull out here. Now, go ahead and grab yourself your pry tool, guys, because you do have a little rivet right here. You can see that little plastic rivet. We're gonna need to go ahead and with our pry tool, just pull out on it. Once you pull out on it, it should easily pop out. And now we can take out this entire piece. And we're gonna go ahead and set this aside, guys, so that we don't scratch it or damage it. So now we've gone ahead and taken all of that out. Now we need to go ahead and grab our harnesses that came with our kit, and we're gonna plug them all into where they need to plug in. But in order to get access to the wires here, we have one last thing we need to remove, which is this clip that you see right here. This little clip will come right out, which will allow us to just push this to the side, and it'll reveal the wires that we need. So go ahead and grab yourself a pry tool, and then just like we did before, pull this clip out. That'll give us access here. And now you can just move this to the side. Now you're looking for two cables. This cable right here, which is our power cable. And then of course, you're gonna look for our other cable, which is right back here. Now mine is tucked in, guys. So you can see it back here. In some cars, they're blue. In mine, it's white. Mine's a 2024 model. But I also have another product, as you can see, already plugged in, which is my dashboard. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, guys, is just remove this. And the nice thing is you can actually daisy chain many accessories. So don't worry there. Now I've gone ahead and swapped harnesses. This is the Gen 1 harness. As you can see, it is much larger than the Gen 2 harness. The brain is much smaller, which makes it a lot easier to hide when you're putting away all these cables on your footwell. And so I've gone ahead and unplugged my previous accessory so that I can daisy chain our blind spot monitor to it. So the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and plug in is our plug right here, our main plug. Make sure that you're following which side plugs in correctly so that you don't end up plugging it in wrong. Even though it'll be tough to do since it's got different grooves and such. Plug that in. Once that's plugged in, I will grab our other accessory, plug that in as well. Now we'll go ahead and plug in our power. So you have this cable right here. We'll plug that in as so. And then of course, we'll go ahead and plug it into the vehicle to get power. And make sure that you're paying attention so that you line it up correctly. And then the final step, guys, is grab the USB-C cable so that we can run it to the actual module here, plug that into the back, and now we're all set. Now we just gotta hide all these cables back here and seal the car back up. All right, guys, so now that we've gone ahead and installed everything and sealed everything back up, now let's go ahead and go for a test drive and see how it works on the road. So the first new feature that TesStudio has added to their version 2 of their blind spot monitors is that now they will also serve as a indicator light if your door is open. As you can see, driver's side door is open and the blind spot monitor is flashing red. Of course, our passenger side is not flashing at all since that door is closed. But that's the first enhancement they've made to this blind spot monitoring system. Let me show you what else they've done. If you turn your signal light on, it'll actually start flashing green, letting you know that there's nobody in your blind spot and it's safe to make your turn. Another cool new feature is that now when someone enters your blind spot, your indicator light will turn orange. And if you turn your signal light on, it'll start flashing red, letting you know not to make that turn. And once the coast is clear, it'll turn green, letting you know you're good to go. I gotta say, these enhancements to an already good product makes this product that much better. Well, there you have it, guys. Now you know what's in the box, you know how to install it, and you know all the newest features and enhancements that TesStudio has made to their blind spot monitoring system version 2.0. Now, if you're thinking about getting one for your vehicle, head on over to TesStudios.com because they have a wide variety of parts and accessories for all Tesla model vehicles. And if you use my discount code Mr. C. Melendez, you'll save on all of your Tesla purchases. And don't worry, guys, I'll make sure to include all this information in the description below. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments regarding the enhancements that they've made into this new product. And if you have a version 1 of this product, would these enhancements encourage you to upgrade? Curious to hear your thoughts. Now, if this video helped you guys, please consider subscribing to the channel and don't forget to hit that little bell icon so that you're notified when I post my next Tesla video, because we've got a lot more coming your way. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me here at the Front Club. Till next time.